Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cyndi, and I hope you're well. And if you're not, I hope you're well soon. I just saw two seagulls flying together across the sky. It's very cute. And we'll get right into the message. So, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. You know, whenever I film these videos, I get this sense of anxiety and like nervousness of, oh, I'm not gonna know what to say. I'm not gonna be able to formulate thoughts properly or the best way or the way that I want to, or in a way that's gonna be good enough, right, for anybody who might be watching. And that in itself is quite interesting. I'm not comfortable with being in videos. I don't know if I've talked about that at all, but I'm not comfortable recording myself. I'm not comfortable speaking. I just do it because I feel like I want to, but also need to for myself and maybe other people who come across it and it helps somebody. But there's just that sense of feeling like you're not doing enough or not being enough, and feeling like you always need the words to express that, or you always need to explain, to understand things perfectly. But that is not how things work. So, what an interesting introduction to this message. I did pick up some of these cards here, and this one fell out of my deck. Actually, I didn't even pick it or even shuffle it or anything. It just fell out. And it says, keep going. Trust in yourself. You have all you need. Right? You have all you need to make the video, for example, as what I'm doing right now. To do the thing that you want to do or feel you need to do, want to do. And just doing it. Not getting stuck in the, am I doing enough? Am I being enough? Blah, 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 blah. Look at the little, put those cards out. They get a little star. I'm thinking of North Star now. Being guided. It's inside you. It's in you already. And as much as people may tell you that, it's sometimes hard to believe that in practice. It's sometimes hard to really be in that without some sense of doubt or sadness or fear or something creeping up. At least what I've noticed, right? It's hard to always trust. That is not an easy thing to do sometimes. But when you do, you come back to realizing that you do have all you need. Right. Sometimes it's just tiring to stay there and to continue believing that. But you do. So. And this card, the Elk and Ash Strength. The Mouse and Buttercup. Innocence. Right. So interesting, this animal's bigger and this one's smaller. And these leaves seem like kind of sturdy, while these are more like little flowy buttercups. strength and innocence. Funny enough, right? We have this idea that we need to do everything ourselves, that we need to control and force our life or circumstance to go a certain way, or even force ourselves to be a certain way that we just are not. Wish other people were a certain way when they're not. Just always wishing for something different, rather than accepting what really is, what exists, what you're already a part of. It's finding your inner strength again, time after time, to be able to override and overcome that desire or pull or fear that leads you to want to control, that convinces you you need to change in a very specific way, or you won't be happy, or you won't be at peace, really is what it's about. Maybe at this time you're connecting back to more of that childlike innocence. Because when I saw this card, I was thinking back to that child curiosity of just existing and exploring and allowing yourself to naturally learn and be excited about things again, rather than feel like you're supposed to learn things or do things because that is what makes you a good person or a cool person or a successful person. Attaching so much meaning to an idealistic way of being that is not even really ideal. It's just this, like, either if it's from society or your own experiences of, like, this is how things should be for this to be this way, right? But that's not, the ideal is not always ideal, which is the funny part, right? The ideal is not always really the ideal. So you may be connecting back to that curiosity and allowing yourself to just be more open to life, living, existing, you know? The fox and ivy, adaptability. The snail and huckleberry, trust in the invisible. Right? Also, it's very hot outside, so I'm just gonna, right? Adaptability. This to me is speaking almost back to recognizing your needs and the things that are actually going to make you feel better and are going to support you even when you're not feeling good, that are going to help you continue to work towards things even when you don't feel like working towards them or you don't think you're working towards them. Having those rooted beliefs and rooted goals that help guide you even on days or moments, minutes, hours, whatever, weeks, I don't know, maybe even months, maybe even years, really doesn't matter, where you're feeling or thinking or sensing that you're not really living in the way that you would prefer to be, you know? Not really living in your authentic expression, kind of almost losing, again, back to like that childhood innocence, losing those parts of you that are just alive, that just get to live, right? To experience. It's like being able to recognize when that's occurring and bringing yourself back to what really matters at the core of it. That's what I'm sensing. And then also this faith, trusting in the invisible again, this coming back to faith, right? And this is faith, right? It's like believing in things that aren't always concrete, that your brain can't always fully understand and never will fully understand. That is the difficulty with living and being a human with a brain. A brain is very limited in its capacity to process, understand, even accept things, really. And so you're kind of having to understand how brains work and living in a way that is going to bring you more peace with the brain that you have through faith. Through faith and adaptability, right? Of coming back to what really matters for you, who you really are, what your needs are, you know, what is important to you, and trusting that that's enough. Trusting that that is enough. So, I think I'm going to end it here. It's a bit of a short message, but I hope you guys are well, and if you're not, I hope you're well soon, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.